Hi, I'm Paul Bartlett with the Tavistock and District Historical Society. I'm standing in the famous five-corner intersection of Tavistock. Behind me to my right is the site of the first building in Tavistock. It was a hotel built in 1848 by Henry Eckstein. Tavistock was settled a little bit later than the rest of Oxford County, not until the 1850s and the 1860s. This is Hope Street, east and west, that divides Tavistock into two. On this side, before incorporation, was Oxford County. We are at the very top end of Oxford County. Oxford County was settled from the south to the north, starting at the Governor's Road in Woodstock. The settlers were mainly English, often retired army officers, and they were Scottish, trying to escape the harsh conditions in Scotland. The settlers spoke English. They were Anglican or Methodist or Presbyterian. They were staunchly conservative in their views, and they were strict teetotalers. This part of town was dry. Even the hotel in this part of town was dry. This part of town, the north side, is completely different. Before incorporation, this was Perth County, part of the Huron Tract. Settlement was from east to west, from Berlin, which is the name that Kitchener once was, in New Hamburg. They were German settlers. They spoke German, they were Lutheran and Catholic. They were liberal in their political views, and they loved their beer. This part of town was wet. There were 3 hotels within a few feet of this corner. And on Friday nights, it was quite a lively scene. During election time, as one reporter said, this town was positively schizophrenic. Now down here on Maria Street is our little museum and archives. So come and we'll have a look at it right now. This is Tavistock's little museum and archives that we started in 1998, shortly after the 150th anniversary of Tavistock. Let's go in and have a look. You come into the archives room first. In this room, you'll find family records of most of the settlers in this area. You'll find deeds and registry records of the lots in town. We also have records from the Tavistock Gazette, our weekly newspaper, that date back over 100 years. And also in here we have records of every veteran from the Boer War to Afghanistan that served from Tavistock. We're very proud of that veterans record. So you're welcome to come anytime and research families or history in Tavistock. And now let's go and look at our museum. This is the Tavistock room where we store physical objects related to the history of Tavistock and the area. For instance, we have this. Everybody has heard of Tavistock cheese. This is from the Tavistock Union Cheese and Butter Factory. We store material related to all of the factories that have been in town. Sports has been very important in Tavistock, and so we have memorabilia related to sports. Hockey is always very popular in the wintertime. And you may or may not know that crokinole was invented in Tavistock. The first crokinole board was made by Eckert Wetlaufer in Sebastopol, just north of Tavistock. And every year, Tavistock holds the World Crokinole Championship. And as well, we have material from the Lemp Studio Collection. John Lemp was a druggist in town in the early part of the 1900s. He was also the local photographer, and we are fortunate to have over 2,000 glass negatives that John Lemp took. We are very proud of his collection, and some of those photographs have been made into a book by Bill Gladding for the Rotary Club. We in the Tavistock and District Historical Society are very enthusiastic about Tavistock and the area. Back in the late 1800s, a newspaper reporter from Woodstock came to town to investigate an attempted murder, and he was amazed at what he saw. Stepping off the train from Woodstock, he said it was like stepping into a different world. The hotels flew German flags. The people ate Limburger cheese. German was the language of the street. And we are still unique and special. One of the most recent projects of our society has been to record people speaking Pennsylvania Dutch so that we can preserve this for posterity. And sauerkraut. We still eat sauerkraut here in town. The men's club puts on a sauerkraut dinner every year. So Tavistock is unique and special. Come up and investigate us. Check us out on our website and get in touch with us, and we'll show you around. Auf Wiedersehen.